These are real moments where disaster struck in the blink of an eye, from reckless decisions and near-miss collisions to unbelievable strokes of luck. Every clip is a wake-up call. Don't be the next idiot behind the wheel. Watch, learn, and drive safe. A car was rear-ended by a truck while driving, resulting in a fire, a devastating accident caught on camera. Maintaining safe distances can prevent tragedies like this. Too fast or too heavy, the truck tilted dangerously while cornering, showing how balance and load matter on every turn. Nearly caused disaster fire. In a split-second, recklessness met urgency. The red BMW collided with the ambulance. Always yield to emergency vehicles. Someone's life may depend on it. A sudden slip of control and the car crashed straight into the back of another. The price of tailgating is often paid in metal. After a reckless lane change and overtaking by a 16-seater van, the Even with high-tech safety systems, several modern vehicles struggle with the Moose test, a reminder that stability and control are more than just specs. The truck lost control in an instant. One tire failure, one collision. Regular tire checks can mean the difference between impact and avoidance.
I'm sure
Without a sound, the tree gave way, crashing down on the passing car. Weather-worn trees can turn into deadly hazards. In a split second, recklessness met urgency. The red BMW collided with the ambulance. Always yield to emergency vehicles. Someone's life may depend on it. The driver lost control for just a moment, but that's all it takes. Stay sharp, stay steady. A car was crossing the road when it was hit by another car traveling at high speed. As the small truck climbed the slope, a rogue wheel rolled in from the opposite side, causing a minor but surprising collision. Even loose parts can create real danger. A car suddenly sped over the tram tracks. Caught on camera, the container truck deliberately squeezed another vehicle, endangering lives. Intentional road aggression has legal consequences. Drive with responsibility. Near Lviv, Ukraine, a passerby filmed a swaying tree in fierce wind. Moments later, it collapsed onto a taxi. The driver didn't survive. Nature warns, we must listen. A truck failed to secure its load properly. One bump, and cargo flew straight into a following car. Transporting goods safely is a shared responsibility. Even with high-tech safety systems, several modern vehicles struggle with the Moose test, a reminder that stability and control are more than just specs. Water splashed onto a car's windshield from a passing vehicle while driving on the highway, momentarily obstructing the driver's view. Stay vigilant. Unexpected distractions can be dangerous. An out-of-control car crashed straight into a roundabout and backed in, leaving a trail of damage. Slow down when approaching intersections.
My biggest support, so thank you very much.
Oh!
To the footy club.
A small car lost control and crashed into another vehicle traveling on the road. One slip of the wheel and two journeys collide. A sedan lost control, crashed into another car, then flipped and skidded upside down through a tunnel in eastern China. Speeding in enclosed spaces is a recipe for disaster. A car lost control on the highway and crashed into another vehicle, creating a dangerous situation at high speed. Always keep both hands on the wheel and stay focused. This multi-vehicle crash on the highway began with a single car losing control. Defensive driving can help prevent a small mistake from becoming a major disaster. Caught on camera, an overtaking car slid off the road and hit a snowy curb. Winter driving requires slower speeds and careful. Caught on camera, the VTV vehicle's reckless driving caused an accident and a hit-and-run incident.
Ёханый баба. Капец. С ума сойти.
Near Lviv, Ukraine, a passerby filmed a swaying tree in fierce wind. Moments later, it collapsed onto a taxi. The driver didn't survive. Nature warns, we must listen. In a split second, their car crossed the line and met a fatal force head-on. Opposite lanes carry no mercy. Drive with discipline. The driver reversing in the innermost lane on the highway caused a multi-vehicle pileup, a serious chain reaction accident. Two cars sped toward fate, neither slowed down, and the collision was inevitable. Speed limits exist for a reason. They save lives. The truck sped helplessly forward, no brakes, no time, no way out. Regular maintenance could mean the difference between control and chaos. The truck driver suddenly swerved and collided with a concrete mixer, a tense moment, but no injuries. Sudden steering can be as dangerous as speeding. Refusing to yield to a massive logging truck isn't bravery, it's recklessness. Size demands respect, and so do the rules of the road.
Kurde, co się stało? Matko Boska!
wypadek.
O Jezu, o Jezu, o Jezu, o Jezu, o Jezu! O mój Boże, dzwoń!
The Citroen driver veered into the wrong lane for unknown reasons, colliding head-on with a truck. The crash was fatal. Confidence behind the wheel must never replace caution. A motorbike rider narrowly escaped disaster after being squeezed by a container truck, falling hard and almost sliding under a car. It rolled backward with deadly force, a cement truck turned deadly missile. Brake failure isn't rare. Prevention is the only defense. One sharp turn on a slippery road sent the car into the curb, no injuries, but a close call. Tires and brakes matter most when the road turns slick. He aimed to impress but lost his footing. Instead, pride is heavy and sometimes it tips the balance. Laugh it off, learn from it. Without warning, the motorbike moved on its own and slammed into someone's home, a bizarre accident but entirely preventable. She forgot to put the car in park and it began rolling on its own. No one was hurt, but it could have been disastrous. Never rush when stepping out of a vehicle. A direct hit from the motorbike into the car's front end, a close call and a hard lesson. Defensive riding saves lives.
A number of secondary roads are closed, resulting in some evacuation.
Trying to cut across in a rush, the car got hit from the side, all because of a moment of impatience. Caught in motion, a truck lost control on the road and overturned suddenly, no warning, just impact. Heavy vehicles demand steady hands at every turn. A sudden cut-in from another vehicle caused the truck to tip over a reckless move with heavy consequences. This is the terrifying moment a truck driver risked his life as his vehicle slid along the edge of a two-way bridge barrier. Too fast or too heavy, the truck tilted dangerously while cornering, showing how balance and load matter on every turn. Rushing through the bend, the truck's tail swung wide and struck another vehicle, a clear case of careless cornering. Big vehicles need bigger awareness.
Oh my god.
That was way too close. The driver barely escaped disaster, drenched in cold sweat. Stay focused and never underestimate the road, especially in large vehicles. A motorbike rider narrowly escaped disaster after being squeezed by a container truck, falling hard and almost. The reckless truck driver stormed over the speed bump like it didn't exist. The impact that followed was inevitable. Speed bumps save lives if you don't ignore them.
Só, aí ó, tombou, tombou.
Out of nowhere, the asphalt rose and burst ahead of the car's path. A quick reaction spared the vehicle from a danger. A security camera at a busy intersection captured the moment of impact. Metal clashed, but miraculously no one was hurt. Accidents don't always warn you before they strike. Even with high-tech safety systems, several modern vehicles struggle with the Moose test, a reminder that stability and control are more than just specs. Out of nowhere, the asphalt rose and burst ahead of the car's path. A quick reaction spared the vehicle from a dangerous impact. Roads can... A breathtaking scene as two lightning bolts simultaneously hit a car on the road, stunning witnesses. Caught on a viral Reddit video, the driver of a gray Mustang lines up for a right turn at an intersection. What happens next drew plenty of attention. Trying to slip in from the roadside, the driver misjudged traffic and caused a brutal side collision, a reminder that patience can prevent pain.
Пидорас ты ёбаный, сука.
Intending to back up slowly, the driver jolted forward in reverse right into someone's living room. Always double-check your feet before you move.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, now we gotta go help them. Stop, that's not even funny.
The small car turned without checking right into the path of an oncoming truck. A moment of carelessness can lead to lasting consequences. The car cut across the road unaware of the speeding truck and paid the price. Never assume the road is clear.
Oh my God!
On May 31st, the management board of the Noi Bai, Lao Cai Expressway reported that the accident occurred at 2:00 p.m. on May 30th at the IC9 toll station on the Noi Bai, Lao Cai Expressway located in Phu Tho Town, Phu Tho Province.
Absolut schnellste Zeit. Wären 4.
One moment of normal driving and then disaster. The severity of this crash shows why even brief lapses in focus can cost dearly. Stay sharp, stay alive.
Пидорас ты ёбаный, сука.
That was way too close. The driver barely escaped disaster drenched in cold sweat. Stay focused and never underestimate the road. The impact was violent, the driver thrown from the car losing his life in an instant. In high-speed crashes, seatbelts often make the difference between life and death. After a reckless lane change and overtaking by a 16-seater van, the driver swerved off the road and suffered serious injury. A breathtaking scene as two lightning bolts simultaneously hit a car on the road, stunning witnesses. He was where he had the right to be, but the car didn't stop. A crosswalk is not a shield. Make eye contact before you cross. Caught on camera, the VTV vehicle's reckless driving caused an accident and a hit-and-run incident. A quiet pause turned into sudden impact. The car behind never slowed down. Distracted driving endangers everyone, even those who obey the rules.